Okay, so what if a video game character could just leave? Like, not glitch out of the map, but actually pack their bags, find a new crew, and start a whole new life in a completely different universe. Yeah, let's dive into that. Because today we're talking about a world that was literally born from the code of chaos and pure creativity.
So, welcome to the Tailverse. This is a universe that feels like it was ripped right from the high-octane streets of games like Grand Theft Auto or Saints Row. You know the vibe. It's loud, it's rebellious, and it also happens to be the home of our main character. Let's just say, a very charismatic criminal with a story you have to hear to believe.
See, to really get the Tailverse, you first have to get to know its poster child. And a story? Well, it doesn't start in a forest. Nope. It starts in the neon-soaked, crime-ridden world of one of the most infamous gaming franchises ever.
Everybody, meet Fiasco Fox. He's a musician, a criminal mastermind, and yeah, he's a walking, talking fox. But he wasn't always this free. His life actually kicked off as a top secret and a very illegal science experiment.
And this is where the lore gets absolutely wild. Just look at this timeline. It connects all the way back to the classics. The story goes that way back in the 80s, GTA's very own Tommy Vercetti was funding some rogue scientist in Los Santos who was splicing animal and human DNA. Why? He wanted to create the ultimate gang. Well, Fiasco was one of those experiments. He broke out, jacked a car, and hit the streets with a brand new taste for freedom and felonies.
And you know what? He just leaned right into it. This quote from him says everything, doesn't it? Fiasco totally embraces his, manufactured origins. He wasn't just born into a life of crime. He was literally engineered for mayhem. A true product of Vice City ambition and Los Santos tech.
But his life in Los Santos wasn't all just car chases and heists. While Fiasco was building his criminal empire, he also started making music, and it revealed this surprisingly complex personality. He was basically living two completely different lives at the same time.
On one hand, you've got this persona. This lyric from his track Fox in the Sun just captures it perfectly. He's this carefree, sun-drenched rogue, just living a life of parties, mischief, and high-speed fun. This was the Fiasco that everybody saw.
But then there's the other side. His song Moon Over Los Santos shows us the heavy weight of his existence. It's this haunting look at the loneliness that was just simmering right under all that bravado. I mean, here he was, a kingpin who felt completely and totally alone.
He even said it himself. He was a ghost in my own show. Imagine that. Your face is plastered on billboards all across Los Santos, but you feel completely invisible. The fame, the crime, the music, it all just led to this profound sense of isolation. He'd conquered the city, but he was utterly alone in it.
But that's when everything changed. A new sound started echoing from another city, a call from a totally different world that was promising something Los Santos just couldn't give him, a real crew.
And that city was Santo Ileso. Yep, the world of Saints Row. A crew out there heard his music. They recognized a kindred spirit, and they actually reached out. And they didn't just want to feature on a track. They wanted him. They wanted to start a band.
And this slide right here just captures that transformation perfectly. Look at that. On the left, you've got the solo act, the lonely kingpin. And on the right, he's part of something bigger now. He's the frontman for a brand new band called Foxy Roxy. He went from outlaw to honest-to-goodness rock star.
This quote on the screen, that really marks the turning point. It was the end of his time as a lone wolf. Fiasco was literally leaving his entire criminal empire behind for a new life. Ready to make music, not as a solo act, but as part of a team.
Okay, so let's back up. A character jumping from a GTA-inspired world to a Saints Row-inspired one? That shouldn't be possible, right? Well, that is the real story here. Fiasco's entire journey was only possible because he and the whole Tailverse now exist inside this powerful new digital framework that's designed to just shatter those old rules. So first, let's quickly break down what a verse even is. Think of it like a custom game world, or maybe a heavily modded server. It's a unique, self-contained universe with its own rules, its own lore, its own style. The Tailverse is one of those verses, one that's built specifically to capture that wild, rebellious energy we've been talking about.
And the platform that makes all this happen is the Digital Creative Framework, or DCF. It's an AI-powered ecosystem from Orange 44 that lets pretty much anyone build and connect these verses. This is the foundation. This is what lets a character like Fiasco leave his origins behind.
He's not just some concept from a GTA-like world anymore. No, he's a real character now, living inside the DCF, specifically within the verse we know as the Tailverse.
So the DCF is built on 3 main pillars. First up is play mode, which is simple. You just jump in and experience these worlds, multiplayer and all. Then you've got workshop mode, and this is the real game changer. It lets you import your own assets, 3D models, textures, sounds, you name it, to build and customize literally everything. You're not just playing in the world, you're building it. And finally, there's Media Tower mode, which uses an AI camera operator to automatically find, capture, and stream the coolest action, like having a built-in content creator.
So what does this all actually mean? It means Fiasco Fox's story isn't just a cool character arc, it's a demonstration of a whole new way to create and experience digital worlds.
And you have to remember, this high-energy, chaotic Tailverse, it's just the beginning. It's just one verse, one flavor of creativity. With a platform like the DCF, you could have countless other worlds with completely different themes and stories being built right alongside it.
And that's really the core mission here. The digital creative framework was designed from the ground up to tear down the walls that we normally see in games. It's about shifting from a closed, developer-controlled experience to an open, collaborative platform where the community has real power to shape their own reality. So, Fiasco's journey from a lab experiment to a band frontman, it really shows what's possible when creative freedom is the main driving force. He and his entire world, the Tailverse, now they live on this new platform. And all of that leaves us with one final, really exciting question. With tools like these, what kind of world would you build?